Hey everyone, it's me. I wanted to make a video because, first and foremost, I am a U.S. Army veteran. And by veteran, I mean that I went through basic training, AIT, which is Advanced Individual Training, and then I went on to my active duty station of Fort Lewis, Washington. So I did serve in the military. I have an honorable discharge, and I get all the benefits that are allowable when someone is service connected, which I'll talk about that at another time to help others understand service connection and such. So I wanted to talk about answering the question that I am most asked when people realize I'm a veteran. First of all, people are shocked because I don't look hardcore. I was raised in a Catholic home with my parents, two parents, and three sisters, and we were very disciplined and instructed well in school. And so it was easy for me to join the military and follow directions without talking back and without etc. So went through basic, did all that fun stuff, and then went through AIT, and I was a medical specialist. Back then it was a 91A10, and went to Fort Sam Houston, Texas, and learned IVs, shots, etc., etc. Learned a lot of stuff. And then I was assigned to Fort Lewis, Washington. And this is back in 1990. And I was assigned to HHC 9th Cav Brigade, and I was in a unit with a variety of MOSs. And how the barracks is set up is that first floor, you would have all the NCO offices, including the company commander, CO, and first sergeant. The basement held the supply room and NCO rooms, bedrooms, and then then the second floor were all male soldier rooms, and the third floor was half female, half male. So on my end of the barracks, you had, I believe it was six females. Three of us were medics, another one was supply, motor pool, etc. Opposite end, which was an open hallway concept, was males, and we were able to roam freely and such. And I know for me, I think when someone asks what it was like, we all have a mixture of emotions regarding service in the military. And all I know is back then, we didn't have computers, we didn't have internet, we didn't have cordless phones. I don't remember having a phone in my barracks room, but I wish, outside of just having a CQ at the front desk, charge of quarters, where one person, E4 and above, would man the front desk with a lower enlisted person, I wish they would not have only had cameras, security cameras by the front door and all the other entrances, but they would have had security cameras at the male, at the primarily the female end of the hallway. Um, it just it's just a measure of safety that would have really helped us to feel a bit more secure. And especially, female bathroom should have been a camera at least on the outside looking in, not looking in the bathroom, but whomever walks in and out of the bathroom could have monitored that. Um, but also, I think it's important because if you have a civilian job and a male supervisor calls a female into a room, you can always ask to have HR present if you feel more comfortable having a mediator. And I think in the military, what's most imperative is that opposite sex soldiers should never be allowed to enter the room of any female soldiers without another female being present and someone else there to ensure that all is well, not only from the male to the female, but the female to the male. It's a source of protection both ways. So if you are called into a meeting, I think it's important to meet in an office, door open, having, others in the room with you, whether to take notes or be of a support. Um, I'd say a certain percentage of my military service was positive, and then a certain percentage. We all face challenges in the military. So I think it's really important if you are thinking about joining and you are sure of this, I think you should be aware that you have rights and that you should, at any time you feel uncomfortable, you should report it, write it down, talk to, whether it's a chaplain in the military, go to a resource center, talk to your MPs. Just make sure you log everything and make sure you keep notes. And also send your notes home. Call your sister, call your brother, or call a cousin and say, hey, I'm not comfortable, and or call someone at your local VA. If you're not getting results on base, keep going and going and going. So I just want to talk about that. I, think that it's not just male on female. There have been, female on male as well, sources of harassment and more. So just keep yourself safe. There are ways to do it. And always write down, I think most important thing about military is write down, keep a daily journal, keep the names and numbers of your friends, because now that I've been out for quite some time, I have found friends on Facebook and I've gotten in touch with them, and it's so exciting to see certain people. And so keep the names and numbers of your friends, where they, hometown they resided or came from or reside in. Um, get a hold of them on Facebook, take pictures. All of that will help to, create your journal from your service, which is really, I think, really important um, to recall, because, if you ever go through anything traumatic and you go to war and you have a traumatic brain injury, you may forget certain things. And, through anything in the military, you tend to forget because it's so fast paced and you have so many different experiences. But if you want to join, join. If you don't. And I just hope this helps. So I hope everyone's having a good day, and I'll talk with you soon. Bye.